Greetings, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Anna520, and welcome back to the Legend of Zelda Legend of Zelda Oracle of Seasons Linked. In the last episode... Oh, you're back. In the last episode, we were exploring Holodrum, and we completed the first dungeon, as well as meeting the Maku tree, and apparently the Oracle of Seasons has also been captured by an evil villain, this time in the form of Onyx. And in this episode, we're back here in Labrynna because we learned a secret in the last episode that we have to tell to one of the fairies. The force is at peace again, so come play with us. One of the fairies here, I think it might be the yellow one. Next time the force may as well be harder. Nope, it's got to be the blue one. The question is, where is the blue one? I'm still wearing the discovery ring. There you are. Hi, are you looking for me? Yes, I am, actually. So, the secret we need to tell the fairies that we learned from a lady by the fountain in Horon Village is right up. Pound. Lowercase g. Uppercase g. That's the secret we taught to the girl from Holodrum. We'll give you some happiness, too. You got a heart container. Here's the secret to being happy in Holodrum. Fire ire. That's interesting. Where's my pencil? Where's my pencil? That's what you get for not being prepared, you stooge. Alright. Capital F. Capital Y, R, Y, R. Why does that look like it's blurred? Oh, because my pencil tips are broken. I thought my eyes were out of focus. No, it's just because I wrote it double. If you get the secret, just come ask. So, we've got to learn a secret to getting an extra heart container, and now suddenly, that fourth heart container that we got at the start of the game makes a little more sense, because we can only get that heart container by getting this secret. So now we can get the full cadre of, what is it, 16 hearts? Nice. Anyway, back to Holodrum. And here we are, back in Holodrum. So, before we get too much further, we are going to come over to... Oh, wait, we can't. Unlike in Ages, we can't actually get in to see the Oracle of Secrets until we've completed the second dungeon. That's a really interesting feature that they added. Anyway, we come over here, and this guy is going to wake up. Wait, young traveler, I'm a wandering prophet, Sakura. Ah, I feel it. Spring, summer, autumn, and winter. The four spirits are calling to you. Make no mistake, the Temple of Seasons is still hidden in this world. If you can find the temple, then pay a visit to the spirits who live there. Surely they can help. Farewell. And we're going to be running into Sakura a lot as we travel. We just need to burn these two saplings and head off into the Eastern Plaza. Got a heart. Come down here, take a look at the beach. What's going on the beach? Not much is the answer to that. There's a pyration, so... They did say they were headed to Holodrum. So, come over here, and we've got some moblins. Some pig moblins, specifically. Not dog moblins, pig moblins. We got this interesting looking thing, but, it's horrible! A temple, fell into Subrosia. What's a temple? Subrosia is a secret place. I must return in secret, without being seen. Well, we've just met an interesting character. This is a Subrosian by the name of Rosa. And currently we are playing for stealth with her. If she sees us, we won't be able to get into Subrosia. This is kind of like the minigame we had to play with the Palace Guards to gain access to Ambi's castle. Fortunately, there's only one this time, and it's Rosa. Whoop! This is a weird fake out thing. Figure out where you're going, dear. Whoop. Get over here. Behind this tree. Behind this tree. There's a harder version of this later that you can play for rewards. Wait. She comes back. You do not want to get caught by that, because that's the end of it. She comes over here and disappears into a bush. Well, if we cut these bushes down, we'll find that under this bush is a portal. And in this portal is the land of Subrosia. Whoa! A temple fell into the East Plaza. My, what strange clothes. Where did you find them? So before we get too far into Subrosia here, the volcanoes have been acting up because of the temple. I don't know why I'm suddenly making these guys surfer dudes, but whatever. Anyway, we want to come down here to the Subrosian Dance Hall. And the Subrosian Dance Hall plays a lot like the Goron Dance, except a little more. This is Subrosia Dance Hall. Good dancers get a prize. We're about to practice. Would you like to dance with us? Sure. Then join the circle. Need instructions? No, I don't. But basically, it plays similar to the Goron Dance, only you have to deal with directions instead of just A and B. You have left, you have right, and you have A. But this one is a little more forgiving, where you don't have to match the rhythm exactly. All you have to do is generally get it correctly. I'm going to be concentrating here a little bit. And the button I'm using to strike the pose is A. Oop, we're getting a little faster. You're pretty good. You're our best dancer today. Here's your prize. We play this minigame to get the boomerang. Use it to stop enemies in your tracks. Or in their tracks, I should say. And the boomerang has an L1 on it, which means we're going to get an upgrade to this thing later. Now, you don't technically need the level 1 boomerang in the same way you don't need the level 1, or you don't need the boomerang in Ages. It's a completely optional item, and you can only get it after beating level 5, which is ridiculous. But basically, all we need to do is come down here, past this, and into this area, because this area is the Temple of Seasons. You've finally come. When the temple was buried, I thought perhaps you wouldn't come to see me. This is the Temple of Seasons. The Temple of Seasons is where we 4 spirits reside. I've waited a long time for you. Do you like spring? Or summer? Fall, perhaps? But no, you must love winter. Get the Rod of Seasons and visit us who wait in each of the 4 corner towers. So, for starters, we need to come up here into this main building. Because in this main building, we will find this pedestal. And on this pedestal, we will receive the Rod of Seasons. You got the Rod of Seasons. With the powers of the season spirits, it can change the seasons. Now bring the Rod of Seasons to us season spirits in the 4 towers. Well, unfortunately, each of the 4 towers is blocked by something. The Fall Tower is up this way, but it's currently blocked off by a lava flow. The Summer Tower is up this way, but it's blocked by a locked door. And down here, the Spring Tower has a staircase that goes somewhere else. The only one we can feasibly enter is the Winter Tower over here. But inside, even it is blocked by something. There's a lava flow around the entryway. In order to access the temple, or the tower the rest of the way, we need to hit this switch, either with the boomerang, or you can throw a bomb at it. Either works. Come up here. Thank you for coming, child of the crested hand. The spirit of winter has been waiting for you. Din is our dear friend. Now let me bestow the power of the spirit of winter on the rod you hold. When you swing the rod from atop a stump, the seasons shall change. In winter, the waters freeze and the snows pile up. Visit the other 3 spirits, too. Please hurry to Din's aid. And the Rod of Seasons has been blessed with a wintry chill. Climb atop a stump to call forth winter. So now we have the Rod of Seasons with 1 season in it. Winter. So the item was actually the Rod of Seasons. New roads will surely open with its power. I dreamt of woods in the east. There may be an essence there. Link, can you go for me? So the interesting thing about the Rod of Seasons is that it can actually be used as a weapon. But not a very powerful one. And the only enemies that the Rod of Seasons works on is Stalfos enemies. Because it's a symbol of nature and life. So if you smack a Stalfos with it, it'll take damage. Unfortunately, the Rod of Seasons is half as powerful as the wooden sword even then. So it's just basically useless as a weapon. You can knock enemies away with it, which is useful, but still. That's it. You have the Rod of Seasons. If that Rod of Seasons held the powers of the season spirits, you could change the seasons. But I see it only has the power of winter. Swing the rod from atop that stump. Its power will be unleashed. Do you understand? Yes. If the Temple of Seasons has sunk into some land called Subrosia, there must be other entrances to this Subrosian land. You must find them. Perhaps you will even go to the Temple of Seasons again. So we part. And off he goes! So, this area now has enemies in it because Rose isn't here. But if we come over here, we can chop these bushes and find a patch of soft soil. So let's plant a seed. Why not? And this area's got these enemies. Into the water with you. So, using the Rod of Seasons, we can change the season to winter. And only to winter. In case you want to know, there's a fairy fountain over here if you need healing. So, because it's winter, we can already get through here. This tree is normally big in any other season. But we can come over here. We can bomb this wall. And go inside. And inside this dungeon, cave thing, we've got a treasure chest with 30 rupees. That's nice. That's nice and useful. Alrighty. Coming over here, we want to get rid of this like. And we want to use this stump to turn the water, I see the water. Turn the season to winter. Sunken Falls. Headwaters in Sunken City. I honestly didn't know what that meant when I originally played this. Apparently, it means that the waters in the cave come from Sunken City. Anyway, let's change the weather to, or change the season to winter. Because now we can come over here, hop onto this snowdrift, and jump down this lady's chimney. This is Holly. Ah! You startled me. Winter sets in all of a sudden, and down my chimney comes... You're not Santa. You don't scare me. Now take this shovel and clear the snow from my walkway. Keep the shovel when you're done. You got the shovel. Now start digging. So this is how we get our shovel. Just need to dig the snow. In ages you had dirt. In seasons you got snow. So, we got some more small trees here. This tree right here. Oh. That's interesting. I didn't know that. So there's a staircase under this tree. But don't burn that tree because the guy inside will actually take your money. I think he takes like 50 rupees, also a piece of heart. So it's really not worth it to burn that bush. So we're just going to leave it be. The guy living down there can happily keep living down there. And this is why we needed the season, or why we needed the shovel, because in the winter there's a bunch of snowdrifts here. But we can come over here and grab our mystery seeds. We can climb up the vines here and change the season to winter to get in this cave here, but there's no reason to. There's nothing in that cave that's worth it. But now we can enter level 2, Snake's Remains. No grand fanfare this time. Level 2 is just here. Light these 2 torches to open that north door. But before we go through that door, we're going to come over here. Trigger the trap. Get rid of the Zol. Get rid of the Zol. And get rid of the Zol. This treasure chest contains 5 rupees, so whether or not it's worth it to open that chest is up to you. Deal with these ropes. And by doing so, we get a key. Nice key. I'm gonna have to take a break after this recording session before I start recording Tears of the Kingdom. My voice is starting to crack. Anywho, up here, watch these torches because they throw fireballs. Come in here and deal with the ropes. And then push this block. We'll get our compass. Interesting that you get the compass before the map. In fact, you get the map way deep into the dungeon. There's a fireball. And there's 1 Zol in here. Deal with this. Deal with that. And here's another remnant of the Zelda 1 remake. None of these walls have torches on them. Oh, that one does. But this one does as well. But there's no door here. And there's a big arrow on the floor. So this remnant is actually the rupee rooms. And if I remember correctly, I think this room has something like 350 rupees. You get a lot of rupees in this game. Get all these. Actually, it might be closer to 250. Maybe just 300. Maybe. Anyway, we need a key. And we just so happens we have one. So we're gonna come in here. We're gonna deal with these hard hat beetles. Come in here, and now deal with these pig moblins. Now, the way you're supposed to deal with these pig moblins is you're supposed to throw bombs at them. But if they come near the hole, you can just hit them with your sword. And get our power bracelet. Now, unlike in Zelda, or in Ages, we don't get the upgrade to the power bracelet in this one. Instead, we get an upgrade to our feather. An item that we later will get in Minish Cap. But we can now move these pots and get our map. And this map looks like a snake. I think... Wasn't Zelda 2 or Zelda 1's first dungeon also a snake? Maybe. Anyway. Need to get rid of these Zols. Need to get rid of these ropes. And then we can push this block. Now, I did not know you could push this block when I've originally played this. So I thought you had to go outside, climb the vines, throw the rock, and then get in through that way. Giant blade traps. Similar to the ones that we found in... Oh, what was it? There was a dungeon in Ages that had these guys. One of these is inexplicably red. This is the only dungeon where this red one appears. Anyway, grab a key here. It just now clicked. This is the only dungeon with a red giant blade trap. All the other giant blade traps are yellow. Anyway, these are weird spring-loaded rollers. The way they work is you need to use your power bracelet, like press and hold the button, and then move against them to move them out of the way. And then they roll back into place. Come up here, grab ourselves a gaseous seed, and now come down here. So, in here, we've got rope. This guy sells bombs because of the room up above. It's a timed room. The way it works is, also, I think this one's got a heart. Yeah. So there's a bunch of bombable blocks in the way of a chest. And, ooh, I've only got 6 bombs. I may actually want to buy these. 404 rupees not found. We need to get to the center of this in time, because a timer is currently going that we can't see. And the timer is counting down to the chest disappearing. So we want to hurry up, bomb these all. The only way you'll probably not make it is if you go the wrong way. But we need to grab that key because it's required to get all the way through the dungeon, and I think that is the key that I kept missing and why I got stuck on this dungeon for so long when I was a kid. Because I was never fast enough, because I wanted to blow up all the blocks when you didn't really need to. Anywho, moving right along. Grab that heart. These rollers will crush you against the wall, so be careful with that. It'll do some damage to you and send you back to the entrance. Get rid of these ropes. Bomb open this. Grab some more bombs, grab some mystery seeds, because why not? And head down this stairwell. Got a side-scrolling portion here. Got Spike Thwomp again. And Spike Thwimp. I think these are literally just called Thwomps, not Thwimps. Get rid of that guy. Use our power bracelet here to move this roller out of the way. Get rid of this Zol. Get rid of this Keys. Get rid of that Zol. This chest contains 10 rupees, so a little bit of a refund on our bombs. And now we get cracked floor problems. So don't stand on those too long, or else you'll go down a hole. Roll this over here, grab this heart. Come down here, and now we get to face off against our mini-boss for this dungeon. It's our good friend, Facade. Gotta move below this spot, I guess. Watch out for his fireballs. Let's see, that's 3 bombs. He also has other attacks other than the fireball attack, but he didn't get a chance to use them. He can summon spiders, which will drop bombs for you, but he'll also open up holes in the floor. But apparently his most common attack is to just, you know, spit fireballs. So we don't want to go down here yet. We want to come over here instead. And because we have the boomerang, we can deal with these sparks early, which allows us to get healing really fast. Because every time you kill a spark, it drops a fairy. Deal with these ropes real quick. Dodge the blade trap. More seeds. Come down here, and we've got a big open hole room. You jerk, Waffle. So holes apparently... Oh, you know what? I think the blue ring doesn't protect you from falls. It only protects you from contact damage. We found the boss key. So now we can go through that other area. Come through here. Get a fairy. Hey. Fairy. Come through here. Push this out of the way. And Pole's voice. Now, unfortunately, unlike in Ages, we do not have a instrument to play right now. You don't get the harp. So, we gotta deal with these guys the old-fashioned way. Bombs. Come on. You also have to deal with that stupid torch throwing fireballs at you. There we go. Of course, once you get rid of the Pole's voice, the fireballs stop. Now we come down here to this rotor. And we get to face off against our next boss. The dungeons seem to go a lot faster, mainly because they're combat-oriented rather than puzzle-oriented. Most of the dungeon puzzles are just like kill all the enemies in the room. But even then, the bosses are sometimes puzzles. Like this one against the Dongo. What you have to do here is throw a bomb in his mouth so he inflates, and then throw him into the spike pit in the middle of the room. You gotta be careful though, because if he loses the bomb that's in his mouth, he will deflate again. That's 3. He also has another attack where he charges into the wall. Come here. Now, I honestly thought this guy looked like a lion. But nope, he's a dino. Now he's gone. Grab our heart container. And now we should be able to, once we get this essence, enter our code with the Oracle of Secrets. You got the Gift of Time, an essence of nature. Seeds sprout as seasons change with the Gift of Time. Wow, it's already 10 o'clock. Thank you, Link. I, too, received part of the Gift of Time. I just dreamt of Spool Swamp out west. Something is afoot there, but I can see no more. Oh. Well, just like that, we are now left to our own devices once more. We need to head to Spool Swamp, which is out west. But before we do, here's Maple. I hate how they put her on this screen with the holes. Oh, a potion. Can I get that in time? You again! Thanks to you, everything in my bag flew out. You must be brave to hit Maple like this. I'll just take your stuff, too. Here goes. Nope. Couldn't get that potion. Rats. Ha ha ha! Now you're sorry. I have more stuff than before. See ya! Oh, never seen that before. So, if you see that screen too many times, or see that text box too many times, eventually, maybe we'll start writing something else other than a broom. We can get our nut here. Got a ring. She can, depending on how much stuff she collects, start writing a vacuum cleaner, which will let her collect stuff faster. Or a UFO, which will let her collect stuff really fast. Actually, come to think of it, I think getting the UFO and the vacuum cleaner is probably better, because rather than instantly picking up stuff, instead what'll happen is she slowly sucks it up. So you can still grab it off her. So it may be worth it to make her upgrade slightly. Anyway, we got an Octo Ring, which is borderline useless. Actually, I think it is useless. We can also come over here. Make it winter. Come down here. We can get the seeds off this tree now. And we can get this treasure chest. Now, don't get too excited, because this treasure chest doesn't hold anything special. It's just money. I think it's 30 rupees. 20 rupees. That's even worse. But anyway, in the next episode of Legend of Zelda Oracle of Seasons Linked, we're going to go see the Oracle of Secrets for Roar inside the Maku tree. We'll also see if there's anything in his crown. And then we'll head off to the northwest, where we'll probably be meeting an old friend. Till then, this is Anna520, signing out.